Afternoon baseball for you now on the show, coming your way from venerable Fenway Park here in Boston. It's the home opener of this new season between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Red Sox. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club. All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Boston Red Sox.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
David Price gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What's your take on him, Dan?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it two really strong starts.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know a right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
Malik Smith the next to hit. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. It's been, all things considered, a pretty good start to the campaign as they have 4 wins from their first 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Looped out towards short. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now the Red Sox have to deal with a real threat on the bases from the get-go.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Into the box now, Denard Span, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Smith on at first, nobody out. And there he goes towards second. A ball and 2 strikes now. Price has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. And there's a base hit on the line.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity.
And he is out on the tag. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Up next for the Rays, Matt Duffy. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Ready with the 0-1. This is skied into short left center. Martinez has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Rays strand a pair. Tampa Bay nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball, the show. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that could work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard. Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And let's take a look at Carlos Gomez. The former Gold Glover is an igniter for his team. Has made some of the most dramatic catches in recent years. Let's see if he makes one today.
Digging in, Eduardo Nunez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Red Sox, designated hitter, Eduardo Nunez.
Now here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. In there, a base hit.
Batting second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
Next up for the Red Sox, Dustin Pedroia. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch out, nothing doing. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring a game when Carl's behind the dish.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Here's Corey Seager. Fouled away. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they haven't quite been able to get on track yet. They come in 2-4 over their first 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, to expect to go through the course of a long season and just dominate every game, every team, is just a foolish thought process. You're going to have these little hiccups throughout the course of the season. I think they keep you honest and keep you real and keep you on the attack. Let's see if they fight today.
0-2, here it comes. Tapped down the line. That's a foul ball. Hit sharply toward the right side. Gomez is there, and he'll bring this one in. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Here's J.D. Martinez. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. A 1-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Kiermaier looks up, and it's gone into the monster seats. So a 3-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Three runs already home here. Hit hard on the ground to the right. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, talk about a rough start to an inning, a 3-run bomb, and then a base hit. This could get real ugly, Hero.
Yeah, you can tell, Dan. He's going to have to execute a little bit better than that. They were sitting in that hitter's meeting, and they were ready. They're keeping their front shoulders in, looking for something up, out, over, and they are not missing it.
Jake Lamb standing in now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. First shot for him here, with a runner at first now and 1 away. The 0-1 delivery. Back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes, even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Mookie Betts. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Echeverria for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special. Digging in now, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started. Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's Echeverria now. No balls and a strike to count. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Price ready with the 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 from Price. Stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Lifted in the air out to center field. Pedroia shading to his right. 2 down.
Batting 8, second baseman, Brad Miller.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brad Miller. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Springer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Still down 3-0. Here's George Springer, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's the pitch.
Springer.
Fouled off. It's a swinging bunt up the line, but that one rolls foul.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Springer is retired, and there's one away. Striding in for Boston, here's Monty Grandal. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Liner toward right center. And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Striding in once again, Eduardo Nunez. He singled his last time up. From the stretch. This one's down to third. Duffy fields it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The second baseman, number 15, Dustin Pedroia.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Red Sox 3, the Rays nothing. So much baseball history here at Fenway Park, in and around the stadium, as we continue our coverage of Major League Baseball on the show.
Leading off for Tampa Bay.
Here's Carlos Gomez, lifetime versus David Price. No hits in 17 at-bats. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Gomez is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
Count remains at 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Again, he sends it out of play. And that is swung on and missed, so they'll keep Gomez off base here, and there's one away.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Stepping in now, Malik Smith. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
2 balls, no strikes.
Now the 2-0. Grounded back up the middle. Seager is up with it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. In there, now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Little tapper down the first baseline. And they tag him out, but this will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Wilson Ramos. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup over the inside corner. Smith at third with 2 away. Turned on down the line. This will get foul for strike 2. Popped him up. Grandal over to his left. And that ends the inning. Rays strand just the 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as the 2016 National League Rookie of the Year Corey Seager settles in to start things out. Swing and a miss on a pitch inside that may have got him. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Gomez to the track, but it's over his head and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has 0 chance to make a play on. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, J.D. Martinez. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
First delivery to him on the way. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Hit hard up the middle. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Digging in to try it again, Cody Bellinger. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First offering on its way. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Jake Lamb standing in now. As he can't make contact and is tied up here, it's strike one. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. Comes set and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Ready with the 0-2. Down the first baseline. Oh, and this goes right past him. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
First pitch on its way, and he fouls this one off. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
With two strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have two strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Heading out towards shallow right. Gomez has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. On the throw from Gomez is there. He's out at the plate. Red Sox settle for just the one. 3 innings complete. The Red Sox 4, the Rays nothing. Here's C.J. Cron now. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Hit the other way out toward right field. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1.
Third baseman, number 5.
Ready for another chance? Matt Duffy. He flew out in his last at-bat. Fastball in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. Here it comes. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Got him to go down swinging there. Matt Duffy goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Kevin Kiermaier will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Called strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. They're down 4-0. Now at the plate, George Springer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs in only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Line drive to center field. Kiermaier is there, and he has it for the first out.
The catcher, number 12, Yasmani Grandal.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yasmani Grandal. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Here's the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Eduardo Nunez.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Gomez has a read on it. 2 gone.
The second baseman, number 15.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Here's Corey Seager. Lifted the other way to left center. Smith's on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Boston strands a couple, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Here's Echeverria now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Now the first pitch here from Price. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Chopped weakly to the left. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Brad Miller.
So striding forward now, Brad Miller. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Miller, 28 years old. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Now the 0-2 from Price. And this ball's shot fouled at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Back to the mound and off his leg. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
He was a strikeout victim in his first try. One and one the count now. And it's 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Malik Smith.
Malik Smith the next to hit. A hit in 2 tries so far. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Tampa. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. J.D. Martinez comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch coming. Here it is. A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Kiermaier is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. 0-0 heater gets turned around.
Digging in once again, Jake Lamb. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First offering on its way. Line toward right center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Ready for another shot now, Mookie Betts. He was a double play victim last time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one's down to third. Reined in. to second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special. Digging in to try it again, Denard Span. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game that this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Striding in once again, Wilson Ramos. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 0-1. Back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
First baseman number 44, C.J. Cron.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, C.J. Cron. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set, and the pitch comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Ramos leads off first with 1 away. Price ready with the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Hit back up the middle. And Pedroia will stretch, but it's into center field for a base hit.
Third baseman number 5, Matt Duffy.
Ready for another chance? Matt Duffy. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Ramos rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score as they now trail by only 3.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Hard hit to first. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 4-2 game. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Adeiny Echeverria. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Martinez has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Brad Miller.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brad Miller. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. In there, strike 1. Looking to minimize the damage here. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Softly hit out towards short, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Red Sox 4, the Rays 2.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Tampa Bay, number 52, Chad Rowe.
Here's George Springer. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
Center fielder, George Springer.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
The catcher, number 12.
Ready once again, Yasmani Grandal. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. 1 out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Eduardo Nunez. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded by Hechavarria. He'll go the short way to Miller, and that ends the inning. Takes just. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Here's Carlos Gomez. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all this afternoon for David Price. So a good performance here in this one as he'll give a tip of the cap to the home crowd after he departs, yielding just 2 earned runs. Matt Barnes will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. 1-1 home. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Now batting, left fielder,
So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Malik Smith. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out. Digging in once again, Denard Span. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Now here's the pitch. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Lamb is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. Still down by.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rays.
Ready for another shot now. Corey Seager. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. And there's a base hit. So a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the seventh.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
J.D. Martinez will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. First offering on its way. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Popped up. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4, you know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
Jake Lamb standing in now. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
First pitch of the at-bat. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
This game is getting interesting real quick, and the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Martinez rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 3.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
First delivery to him on the way. On the ground is short. This could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Red Sox settle for just the 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Red Sox lead it 5-2. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He scored after.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Here comes the first pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's in there for a base hit, his third hit of the game. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Career numbers against Matt Barnes, not a big sample size, 0 for 1.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases.
Ramos is on his way home. He will score, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball. This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Springer is there, 2 gone.
Now batting.
Here's Echeverria now. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Slow roller back to the mound. And he's safe. Now batting, Brad Miller. And their runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. The 1-1 home is on the ground to the left side, a base hit. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. Up next for the Rays, Carlos Gomez. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Next up for the Red Sox, George Springer. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
George Springer.
From the stretch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is line to left. Smith is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Eduardo Nunez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kiermaier giving chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Malik Smith the next to hit.
Leading on for the Rays.
Craig Kimbrell comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the
Now
ninth.
pitching for the Red Sox, number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
Now here's the pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. 0-1 count and the pitch. Line drive to left. Martinez is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Standing in now, Denard Span. Popped him up. Lamb in foul ground. And he brings it in on the warning track.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Now in the box, Wilson Ramos. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. The win would belong to David Price if the lead holds up. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Boston Red Sox hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. David Price takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Craig Kimbrell records the save, his 2nd. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Boston Red Sox. 5 runs on 17 hits. 1 error. They left 12 men on base.